Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Knight of Cups. This is a card of the giving and receiving of love and affection. I feel like you are very expressive. I feel like you're very intense in terms of your relationships with other people. You're very affectionate. I think that you like to kind of, like you're a hugger, you know. I think that you probably get very good hugs. And I think that you love to show affection. There's an intensity in you, and I think there's a need for human connection. Yeah, there's a need for, I think, physical connection as well. This card is somebody who kind of goes out of their way to be kind to other people, goes out of their way to make other people feel good because, well, it makes you feel good too. This is also a card of living with passion, okay? And I think that it's kind of, I think it's demonstrated or it's expressed in everything that you do. Not just romance, it's not just that, right? It's everything. It's kind of your ability to focus on the person you're with. I think you're somebody like, if you're talking to somebody, you tend to make them feel like they're the only person that matters in that moment, you know? You have a way of making other people feel special, yeah. And I think the question with this card is, do you feel that that energy is coming back to you? Because this is really like someone who's giving their heart to the world. You know, you're sort of offering the world your crab curry here. And you're just, you know, maybe appreciating how other people are offering their dish of food to you. How it is a reciprocating kind of flow. It is a two-way street here. And this card is also about thinking of the future. All the knights, right, are looking at the future. And so there may be something that you're about to do, or that you want to do, or maybe you've already started it, but I guess we're at the beginning stages. Looking into the future and wondering, does this feel right? What does the Knight of Cups look at? The future, the 10 of Cups. Is this something that really has, like, longevity to it? Is this something that's really meaningful and serious? Is this going to be an actual connection? Or is this just superficial, surface level stuff? Because you're looking for that long-term, satisfying, you know, kind of deep soul level relationship with anything, right? You want your life, like you're looking at your future and you're understanding how you want your life to feel. So right now, I think you have that ability to look into the future and anything. You're in a new relationship. You're able to look into the future and think, what's it going to be like down the road? How's it going to feel a week from now, a month from now, a year from now? Okay. Not what is it going to look like? How's it going to feel? Let's put this card into a little bit of context, shall we? Oh, it's going to feel good. It's going to be pleasure. Okay. I think that this is, well, you know, we need some more cards, but this right away is a very good sign. We have an Ace of Pentacles, a Two of Swords, a Two of Pentacles, and a Libra energy. Okay. With a Justice or Adjustment card, we could be calling in the Justice of the Peace here. I believe that this is a choice you're making, something new that you're beginning, that is going to feel so good, you're going to want to marry it, right? It's like you have that bite of cheesecake and you say, I would marry that cheesecake. That's what this is, okay? Doesn't mean it's literally marriage, okay? Put your pitchforks away. It might, though. It might. It could be a business thing. It could be a pet, a plant, a person. It could be something at school, at home, at work. Could be a new sport. Could be a new skill. Could be the guitar. Right? It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is how and why you're doing it, and the fact that you want to keep doing it. So this is that real truth, and this is that decision that you have to make. Are you going to commit yourself permanently to this thing, long-term, serious connection? Right? Is this something you want to continue doing in the future? Are you going to make a sort of, a deeper, are you going to give it a promise ring? You know what I mean? Maybe literally, but maybe just metaphorically. There's the Empress. Ooh, it gets better and better. This is a gold mine, another 2. 2, 2, and 2. And we have a Prince of Swords, and there's the 10 of Cups. Yep, asked and answered by Spirit. The Knight of Cups, looking at the 10 of Cups and thinking, what's the future of this thing? It may feel good now, Scorpio, and that's why I was hesitating with the 6 of Cups, because I was like, well, this is pleasure. This is like, it feels good now. There's harmony and there's flow now. Maybe this is honeymoon period. But then we get the 10 of Cups too, and the Knight is saying, yeah, this is something long-term. It's going to be bliss. In long-term, this is going to feel really, really good. So it is something that is worthy of your deeper commitment, whether it's marriage or whether it's like signing the contract or just kind of saying, yeah, I'll take the job. Okay, this is that deeper commitment. And I think this is really, really perfect. Really perfect. Now, because this is a Libra energy, I'd watch the Libra reading if I were you. There may be some clue there for you as well. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the Factor, Infinite, and Unknown. We're going to set this down right over here with Dwight K. Schrute right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comment section down below the video. Now, as we look around the room, we see 2 majors. We see a very sensual, a very pleasurable Empress. Okay, this is delight. This is utter delight. And then, of course, we see the more official, logical left brain. This is right brain, left brain. This is emotion. This is logic, right? So we see that Justice card. And so it really is kind of like, don't be drunk on the love. Be sober-minded, level-headed, and think clearly when you commit yourself to something, okay? And I think that's just wise. That's just smart there. That's higher wisdom and discernment, that you're not going to be so swayed by how good it feels right now that you're making all your decisions just because you get a little pleasure. No, you're being very smart. And if you do commit to this, it's because you have thought it through. You've looked into the future, and you know what to expect. You know that there are 2 of Wands. You know there's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some bumps in the road, of course. And you're making a decision to commit to this thing, to form a deeper commitment, and in a very, very wise way, very well thought out way. You're trusting yourself here. I think this is really good. Fire, water, water, water. We have air and air. And we have earth. Okay. So the 6 of Cups is a card of family, a card of community, a card of resonance, a card of love. This is consonance, right? This is resonating with somebody. Yeah. That you feel like you and this other thing are on the same vibe, the same wavelength. And it's a pleasure to be around them. And you value them for who they are. They value you. It feels like it's reciprocating. It's a 3 plus a 3. So it feels like your needs, your wishes, what you want to find in a person or a place or a thing or a job is being reflected in that other thing. In other words, perfect match. Okay, I'm getting a tear in my eye here. This is really lovely. I'm very happy about these cards. Not a challenging card in the bunch. You know, the fire card may be representing a little bit of like butting heads, and that I think is a good thing, because you're not looking for somebody that's going to be a pushover. You're looking for somebody that can meet you pound for pound, you know, that like can stand up for themselves and has opinions and has beliefs and has values and has a will of their own. You're not looking for something that's just docile, you know. Again, whether it's a job or a person or a pet or a plant or whatever, you want somebody that's going to challenge you. You want something that's going to be, you know, there's work there, there's stimulation, there's a back and forth kind of energy. Okay. If it's a job, you don't want an easy job. You want a job that's going to motivate you to grow. And that, I think, is, and even in a relationship, you want a relationship where the two of you are going to challenge each other, push each other a little bit, to stimulate growth, to like generate new ideas, to grow as people, you know. The Six of Cups is wonderful harmony. You're resonating with this thing. But this isn't how you're making your decision, though, okay? You're making your decision with higher wisdom and discernment. You're weighing all of the energies that you're aware of. You're weighing the pleasure versus the kind of logical, you know, the logical energy, I guess. But down beneath the surface, the Ace of Pentacles, and that's the first step. I think that you are ready to take the first step, or perhaps you already did. But this is, to me, this feels like you're looking for unity. You're looking for commitment, that you want to begin something like this. You're looking for something that you can say, yeah, this is me long term, you know, whether this is the job or the relationship, you know, romantic relationship or whatever it is. You're looking to devote yourself to one path, okay? You're looking for union. I really wouldn't be surprised if the Lover's card was hiding over here in the mystery card position. But as the Ace sort of underneath the surface, to me, this is kind of like what you've been looking for a long time. And I feel like you've had to go through a lot of the wrong thing, right, to find the right thing. Yeah, you've been searching for a needle in the haystack, and by golly, you found it. So bully for you. This is good, you know. And I think that you're ready for this, and you want to make sure that when you take this step toward this deeper commitment, that it's the right choice. And it's not just, ooh, it feels good, I want to sign my life away. No. It's the right choice. Now, speaking of choice, we have a Two of Swords in the background here. The Two of Swords is a card of choice. It's a card of how, not really a card of like making a choice. That would be more of an ace, right? This is a card of needing or needing to make a choice, or how you make choices. Okay, this is a card that really is like, it's a multiplication sign, right? And it's saying that the more you think about something, the more you think about it. The more questions you ask, the more answers you get. The more questions you ask, the more answers you get. It's kind of tick, tock, tick, tock. It keeps compounding, right? It's exponential. Thoughts beget thoughts, beget thoughts. So we can analyze something until we're blue in the face. You can look at every single angle of this thing and not be any closer to solving the equation, because it's life. It's not a math problem, right? Excuse me. That's terrible. Sorry for that. I had a tickle in my throat. I'm getting kind of choked up by this, because this is such a blessing, this reading. And I think that you know, you're somebody that wants to look at all perspectives of it, but you tend to operate from your heart. And that's the little crescent moon at the top of the card. You follow your intuition. You know how to use your intuition. And it's not just like, ooh, it feels good, I'm going to do it. No, it's you think it through. You think of all the different angles. You weigh all the options. You make all the charts and graphs. You do the pros and cons lists, the Venn diagrams. You get your slide rule out, your calculator. You do the math. You write out the equations. You show your work. And then you throw all that shit away and you say, what does my heart want to do right now? That's the essence of your choice. That's how you decide things. Okay? And I think it's very important that you're doing that, because that higher wisdom and discernment, that is really like, that. This is a choice that you're not going to, there's no part of you that's like, I don't know yet, maybe. You're doing all the work. You're doing it longhand, long division, or whatever they call it now. And then you're listening to your instinct. You're listening to your gut, or your intuition, or your higher self. Okay? Tapping into that crescent moon up there. And also, I believe that this is really a major turning point in your life. It's a major crossroads. Yeah. And I think that you realize, because this card's in the background here. So I think that while you're still looking at a deeper commitment, the moment that changed your life already happened. Does that make sense for you? Because this is kind of a pivotal moment. This was, it's in the past. This was a moment this was a crossroads moment. This is where your life split off from the path you were on to the new path. So this may be the moment you met the person, the moment that love at first sight, or the moment that you went for your first interview here, or the moment you saw it in the store window and you said, my life is never going to be the same after this, And now that you have a little bit of experience with this energy, you're looking forward to this deeper commitment. Yeah. And this might be this might just be for you internally, kind of like really taking an oath within yourself that this is a long-term, this is something that you're going to really be fully committed to, And maybe it's something more formal, signing a contract, signing the record deal, signing the publishing agreement, or the marriage license, something along those lines. The Two of Pentacles here is talking about that next step. This is the card of harmonious change. I feel like you recognize this as something that has changed your life for the better. And now you're thinking of continuing that process. How do you how do you secure this? It's kind of like you're trying to lock it down. Yeah. And I feel that in a way this card is asking you, if you had to choose over again, would you choose this thing again? I don't know, maybe I don't think you're renewing your vows or anything like that. I think this is a deepening of a relationship that's kind of new already. But it is this is about you taking the next step. Yeah. And that leads us right into our Libra energy, the adjustment card, which to me feels like a making it official. Maybe you're changing your Facebook status. Maybe this is when you tell your friends and family. Maybe this is literally a wedding or a marriage. Maybe this is signing a contract or something like this, but it's kind of making it official. It's formalizing it. That's when you kind of decide you're going to put it down on paper and get it notarized. You know what I mean? It's kind of going from dating to now you're going steady, So it's a deeper commitment. It is the next logical step on this path, whatever this is for you. Okay, it doesn't have to be romance, but Path of the Serpent. We're going to talk about these cards. And again, I would watch the Libra reading if I were you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's a good time to do that as well. Okay, the readings are free, and it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to the videos, so you get notified when they get published. Okay. The Empress energy. As your general energy, this feels like something you want to give your blood, sweat, and tears for. Because that's what the Empress does. Gives and gives and gives. Nurtures something, takes care of something, provides for it. helps to raise it, wants it to blossom, cultivates the garden. And maybe this is a romantic relationship, maybe this is a pet, maybe it's literally a plant, I don't know. And it's almost like your sacrifice is the reward. You know, it's like you feel grateful, you feel lucky, you feel thankful that you get to sacrifice, that you get to make sacrifices for this relationship, this scenario, this whatever it is. It's also really a card that's saying the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. And so this is a kind of an organic life. This is nature, right? Something is just developing the right way. It's not being forced. We're not clinging to anything. That we're just letting things happen sort of naturally. And I think it feels really good. This is a card of pleasure. This is a card of sensuality. This is the card of, indescribable bliss, ineffable joy, ecstasy and love, okay? And I feel like you're in love. Doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic love, though, you know what I mean? But this is a really good vibe. And I think this is really a deeper happiness. And it's like you've found your best life. You've found paradise. You found the life that you want to live forever now. Okay. The Two of Wands in the position of the environment or in the position of the relationship. Again, it's kind of like two rams, kind of, butting horns. It is Mars and Aries, right? So it's kind of telling me that whatever this other entity is very strong-willed, just as you are. That you've kind of found your match. You found your equal here. Somebody that's not going to take any nonsense. Somebody that will challenge you, or a job that will challenge you, something like that, right? Would challenge you in the right way where it stimulates growth. It's like you want each other to be the best version of yourself, you know? And so there's this challenge, there's this stimulation. It's not somebody who's just always going to agree with you, always going to do things your way. No, they're going to challenge you in the right ways to stimulate growth, okay? The fear, worry, concern here is our Prince of Swords. This is a fixed air energy, okay? And if there is any kind of a fear or any kind of a worry, I think it's that, what if they don't feel the same? Or what if they don't have the same commitment to you? So we're back where we started from with our Knight of Cups. You're wondering, like, this feels so good for you, but is it coming back to you? Is it really, like, do they feel the same way? I think this is a confirmation, to be honest with you, because this is a double air energy. This is air on air. It's a fixed air energy. It kind of feels like the commitment you're making to them, they're also making to you. Okay? What you're promising yourself to, it's promising itself right back to you. Whether this is a job or a friendship or a pet or a lover, it doesn't matter. It feels like that you're both simpatico, same page, same will, same desire, same game plan. You both want the same things, and you're both equally, right, kind of equal partners maybe, equally committed to each other. And that really is such great news. 10 of Cups, dream come true life, picture perfect happiness. This is the card that really is saying, like, you don't want anything else. You have everything you need now. This is a satisfaction. This is a deep satisfaction. This is how you want your life to feel for the rest of your days. That's what the Knight of Cups is looking at. This is the best life. This is how that best life feels. And I think this is long term. I think this is a forever thing. And I think that it's going to continue to fulfill you, but it's going to continue to be like the wish fulfillment. It's like every day you're going to wake up and realize that, wow, it's like I didn't think I could love anything more. But every day it feels like this is growing. Yeah. This is really stunning. Let's look at the mystery card. I'm a little nervous. I want it to be the Lover's card, but I don't always get what I want. It might be an ace. It might be another, I don't know. It could be the death card. It could be your superpower card, the death card, okay? Which wouldn't be bad at all. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments down below. Let's see what we have. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. I can't believe it. Well, I can. The Lover's card is the choice. Doesn't mean romance. Put your pitchforks away, though, but it kind of seems like probably, right? This is the card of choice. This is the card of the hell yes, 1,000% choosing this. You're both choosing each other. What you're seeking is seeking you. What you're committing to is committing to you. This is the strongest confirmation that we've had in a reading in a long time. This is a gold mine. This is the choice. This is the union that you've always wanted. This is the perfect soulmate situation. It could be a pet, plant, person. It could be a job, could be a project, could be whatever. Okay? Could be a book you want to read. I don't know. But this is that mutual commitment. This is the promise. This is now, so this is the marriage. This is the wedding. You know what I mean? Or this is the wedding or the marriage license. This is that union under God, goddess, deity. Okay? This is the real ceremony. This is the formal paperwork. But this is the real bond. Even without this, this would be there. But this, without this would be like, well, is it just on paper? You know, is it just something that's formal, but there's no substance to it? No, now you have the spirit behind the letter. Absolutely perfect. The true love, soulmate kind of union, and then you're formalizing it. You're making it official. Beautiful energy. Get ready, Scorpio. Get ready. We're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, we'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner here. There's a link down below in the video description. New readings for Scorpio on Mondays and Thursdays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.